Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and you're watching the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast.
We're going to take a look back at some of the best stories of 2016.
And we're going to kick it off with the Winter Pride Cowboy Party with JP.
What do you get when you cross Connie Smudge, Patrick Massey and Cowboys? It's Buffalo Bills, and tonight we're here at Whistler Pride 2016.
That's what I needed, my kittens. That's what I needed. Again, my name is Connie Smudge. I'm so happy you're here. I'm your hostess du jour.
Connie, darling. Hi. How are you, sweetheart? Hi. Talk to me about Whistler Pride. Tell me all about it.
This is like it feels like, I think this is our 29th year of Pride? I've been up here for, I think, about 15. And oh my goodness, it just gets tighter. I've said that before. Just coming into the village this afternoon, there were people from everywhere. I could see jackets from Austria, and I met some really nice boys in the elevator at the hotel from Denver, and they were very happy with all of our powder.
I found there's like kind of two crowds here, like the diehard skiers and then people that come out at night, so you get to meet like an array of different people, which is exciting, you know, because you don't always get to experience that. I'm working on a project, an EP that's coming out in the spring. It's produced by Kuya. I kind of went in a new direction. They're more of an R&B pop. The single that's out right now is called Little Bit of Saturday. And then we got another single come out in the spring, so I'm really excited about it.
Do people still respond to you being a gay country singer? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, they kind of do. I've always kind of done it like I'm a country singer who happens to be gay. I'm not identified by my sexuality or my orientation, but I was one of the first, if not the first. I came out way back in 2002, so I definitely had a lot of challenges in country music. Even now in country music, in 2016, there's not even really any black country singers, so if that tells you the mentality of country music. So it's definitely been an uphill battle in a lot of aspects, but it's also given me a very unique angle, like doing events like this and other things.
I'm gonna pack my bags, let's hit the road. Don't know where we're going, but it's time, let's go. I got 20 in my pocket, full tank of gas.
I got an email from a young kid in Pennsylvania, and he said, you know, you saved my life today. I read your article, and he was gonna kill himself. And he said, you know, I read your story, you gave me hope. And he came out to his parents that day, and I thought, you know, that's the reason why I did what I did, you know, to help and inspire people.
Oh my boy. Oh my girl.
What an amazing night here at Buffalo Bills. Connie Smudge, Patrick Massey were incredible. I'm John Paul Payne in Whistler for Outlook TV.
Up next, we're going to take a look back at the AIDS Walk and Music Festival.
And walking the walk is our very own Denise.
We are at the finish of the AIDS Walk at Malcolm Bowl, enjoying the first music festival for Thrive.
We have an exciting AIDS Walk to Thrive, the Scotiabank AIDS Walk to Thrive going on. So this is a new take on an old walk where we are actually having a music fest and a wellness fair at the end of our walk. So I just finished a 5.5 kilometer walk. That's why I'm a little sweaty, and we're for our normal AIDS Walk portion of it. And now we're having a festival here to celebrate and thrive with our members.
This is one of my favorite events. I think this is my 5th year that I've been doing this. And today the rain hasn't come down yet, and we've got amazing talent, amazing performers. I've got my favorite, it's Destinique. They're amazing. I've known those children since they were yay high, and I'm so excited to be on stage with them today.
Is there a special song that you'll be singing today?
Yes, there's one that's called I Feel the Love, and that is really when I wrote it in mind in the UK with my friend Matt and Bobby. We were really gearing it towards a charitable cause. And if you listen to the lyrics, I Feel the Love, it's all about that, coming together for a bigger greatness. And also there's a brand new song we'll be playing today for the very first time called Into the Fire.
I work with people who live with HIV, and it's still very much misunderstood. And so anything that we can do to raise the profile to help people look at each person living with this illness as just a human being. That's kind of why I walk today.
I've been positive since 1985. So I've been involved with the walk for as long as it's happening. So it's important people still care, and that there's still a lot of support in our community for the cause.
The first time I've ever been here, and it's just a really great cause to be a part of and sing some inspirational songs and make people feel good, bring the healing vibe.
It's a way for me to give back and just remember.
For me, it's more about raising money for AIDS people and supporting, low income, because the medicine's really expensive, and I've had lots of friends die, and so it means a lot. So I can get on.
This is Denise Fraser from OutlookTV at the Music Festival for Thrive.
We're going to have to take a little break now.
Time to go on a walk.
Oh, how I love ballet. And in January, I'm very excited to be interviewing the Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo, as we queers know them, the Trocs. It is a company of professional male dancers performing the full range of the ballet and modern dance repertoire, including classical and original works. The fact that men dance all parts, heavy bodies delicately balancing on toes, that's so impressive. The Trocs will be performing at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre on January 20th and 21st as part of the kickoff to the Winter Pride.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV, where I've grown very, very tall.
And I've gotten shorter. But time is now to reflect on the Daisy Theatre, which yours truly covered.
Oh, sure. It's all about you. At least I'm tall.
I'm here at the Culch Theatre on Victoria Drive, standing by a miniature set, a multitude of strings, and 40 marionettes. What is this? It's the Daisy Theatre, and I'm about to interview the creator and performer of it, Canadian artist Ronnie Burkett. Thank you so much for meeting with us, Ronnie. My first question for you is around the Daisy Theatre. It is returning to Vancouver, and what can viewers expect to see? How has it evolved from the last time?
This is our third time in Vancouver, and as with the other incarnations, we have returning characters who come in every show, and we have new characters as well. We have Mrs. Clara Dribbles, who's a drunken society lady. We have a new lounge singer, Tony Roboto, and returning characters like Edna Rural have whole new backstories, whole new adventures. Edna has come to Vancouver to break her trans friend, Helgar, out of a nursing home in Coquitlam to take Helgar back to Alberta to live with her on the farm.
Now, what made you decide to make the Daisy Theatre unscripted to begin with?
It was around the same time that I was realizing puppets are best when they're provocative and a little under the radar, like the old Punch and Judy man used to be. I wanted to have a little more freedom to engage with the audience in a real-time way, and a vaudeville show gave me that.
Your inspiration, from what I had read, comes to become a puppeteer came from sources such as the work of Bill Baird and the World Book Encyclopedia. What was it about these that inspired you so much?
When I was 7 and I opened the World Book Encyclopedia to puppets, there was a picture of Bill Baird and his wife, and I looked at this 2-page spread and I thought, that's what I'll do for the rest of my life. It was insane, but I think in that moment, that 7-year-old understood that here was a form of theater where you get to play and you get to make characters and you get to write and you get to do it by yourself if you want. So it appealed to all the things that little little 7-year-old was interested in. And at the same time, Bill Baird's puppets appeared in The Sound of Music, so that kind of sealed the deal. So then I bullied him for so many years. He hired me at the age of 19.
Wow, so you got a chance to work with him.
I went and worked in his theater in New York City when I was 19.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be amazing. And do you try to integrate queer content into every one of your performances generally?
I don't try, but you know, the interesting thing about my career for many, many decades has been that the bulk of my audience, the major part of my demographic, if you will, have been straight theater goers, and I've always been a flaming queen with his puppets. So, you know, they've kind of watched me grow up politically. You know, when AIDS happened, I wrote Street of Blood. My whole career, before it even became a talking point in society, has allowed me to be fluid with gender and with age and with stereotypes. So for a queer person, while you're trying to find your own identity in that outside world, this little realm up here let me play with all the identities of male and female and animal and child, and it's been the most freeing form of play I think I could have ever found.
And now let's take a look back at Ivan Coyote's Tomboy Survival Guide.
With Leroy.
Hello, Vancouver. Today I'm down at the Writers' Festival for Canadian treasure, Ivan Coyote's new passion project, Tomboy Survival Guide.
I like my body now from about the belly button up, I'd say.
I'm really looking forward to Wednesday and Thursday night at the Writers' Fest because it's the live show with the full band. I think we're doing a Tomboy Survival Guide show just for high school students, so we're not editing anything. I talked to Hal and I was like, they're swearing. There's a big long swear. I would call it a swearing solo. And Hal's like, yeah, give her. It's a writers' festival. They're not there for everything to be safe. So we're doing the Tomboy show with the full band. And that might be monumental for at least one of those little girls or little trans people out there who are gonna finally get to see themselves reflected, and not in a well of loneliness way. This is a celebration. This is tomboys up there killing it on the drums and doing trumpet solos and singing in 4-part harmony and wearing suits and ties. I talk pretty frankly about my family in the show, my relationship with my dad.
He said, "You must be my niece. I am your Uncle Rob."
I was working on the book, took pieces from the book that I knew were going to translate to the stage, brought together. I was playing at the time in Queer as Funk, I was playing Barry sax, so I sort of cherry-picked out of the band, small ensemble, drums, trumpet, bass, myself. We scored it together, the four of us. We scored the live stage show, all the while I was working on the book, and kept working on the book, and then tweaked the stage show, and then worked on the book, tweaked the stage show, worked on the book. I think my grandma would call it frugal.
Dear Ivan, hi there. I am a mom to 4 sons.
If I get a letter that moves me, and then I take time, I write them back and say, this is going to take me some time. I wish my son probably was 6 months before I actually fully responded to that letter, because it was more than just a advocacy email sending them a link to whatever hotline. It was I wrote my story.
You're going to be at the York Theatre on November 12th. Could you give us a pitch for this?
I'm launching a brand new show with Vivek Shreya. It's called Pretty Good. Amber Dawn's going to open for us. Cindy Machizuki, the visual artist, is premiering a new collaboration that her and I are working on. And there's going to be a 3-piece band, drums, trombone, and Peggy Lee playing cello. Compositions by Ellen Marple.
Just to be a good tomboy.
And down at the Writers' Festival on Granville Island, this is Leroy Wan for Outlook TV.
Up next, let's do a little water polo, because the weather's perfect for it.
Time to get a little wet with the Sydney Stingers.
We're here at the Listel Hotel in Vancouver, which is a host hotel for the Sydney Stingers, who are here in Vancouver for Pride, en route to the IGLA in Edmonton.
IGLA is the International Gay and Lesbian Aquatics Championships. We have over 400 participants from over 10 countries competing in swimming, diving, synchronized swimming, open water swimming, and the pink flamingo. IGLA is held in the off years of the Gay Games. So this year it's held in Edmonton. There was a competitive bid process that happens at our annual general meeting. And for our year, we were competing against Toronto and Auckland, New Zealand for our bid. And we're very excited to be able to host the World.
There has to be an organization behind it all. Can you tell us about who that is?
A small but mighty group, Making Waves Aquatics Club. We started in 1999, a number of years ago, with a group of 6 of us, renting 2 lanes of the pool, and we've grown to around 60 members.
So the Sydney Stingers are a water polo club. We're based in Sydney, obviously. We've been around for about 15 years now. We started in 2001 for the Sydney Gay Games. And basically we're an inclusive water polo club. So we generally have male members, but we're looking for female members if we can.
G'day, Marcus here.
I'm Ben. Hi, I'm Daniel.
G'day, I'm Paul.
I'm Ivan. Hi. Hi, I'm Jacob.
Hi, I'm Dion.
You guys won a Gay Games Legacy Award in 2016.
It's pretty exciting. We were nominated for that, and I think it's really been because of the club's sort of involvement in the community. We have a couple of partners there, one being the Bobby Goldsmith Foundation and another one being the AIDS Council of New South Wales. We've also been pivotal in the development of a new team in Brisbane called the Tritons, so that started earlier this year, and they should be hopefully joining us in Paris for the Gay Games in 2018.
Will you be also doing the Out Games in Miami in 2017?
We're currently looking into it, and hopefully yes, if we can all organise it and get there. We hold a trivia night in Sydney, so we've done those for the last 7 years in a row, and we have a few drag queens that come and help us. We raffle off prizes, and it's generally a pretty fun night where people get a little bit loose and have a lot of fun. So, but it's really important. We sort of raise between $10,000 and $15,000.
This is Angus Pratt for Outlook TV.
We're going to have to take another little break now.
Time for a cup of cocoa.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Too bad it's imaginary.
Oh, how I love ballet. And in January, I'm very excited to be interviewing the Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo, as we queers know them, the Trucks. It is a company of professional male dancers performing the full range of the ballet and modern dance repertoire, including classical and original works. The fact that men dance all parts, heavy bodies delicately balancing on toes, that's so impressive. The Trucks will be performing at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre on January 20th and 21st as part of the kickoff to the Winter Pride.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV. And next we're going to take you back to, oh, hold on, it's got alliteration. You do it.
Yes, we are going to Ballet BC's Babylon.
Hi, this is Outlook TV, and we're at the Ballet BC fundraiser, and the theme is The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. It's a gala-gala-do, and I'm in front of a wall of dahlias.
Tonight is about about building friendships. It's about a fundraiser. It's about building community around a summer's evening celebration, celebrating the city, bringing together people to party and to have fun and to bring art into that and to bring these beautiful pieces of art with our florists here in the city. It's just a wonderful thing that we hope will continue year after year.
Everything we do is intrinsically LGBT and inclusive, generally. Just to give you an example, Caetano Soto, who unfortunately cannot be here tonight, is an out gay choreographer, one of the most important choreographers in the world. His works are men wear skirts, women lift men, anything you can imagine. Everything kind of what we see right now in the world where we kind of had this crossover gender blending is happening on stage with us.
Ballet BC is doing an improv section within this evening, which is interacting with the guest here and with the space. And then we are doing a showing of a work by our resident choreographer, Caetano Soto, on the stage outside.
I really wanted to create a design that was very dynamic
linear with a lot of visual flow, because that's what dance is. And I really interpret it with a combination of two types of flowers. One being the David Austin roses, which is classic traditional, which ballet can be. But I also use the passion vine and anthurium because it has a modern aspect. So it's a combination of the duality of the types of dance that's in ballet.
Season coming up in November is a full evening by our resident choreographer, Caetano Soto. He's from Spain. Tonight we're actually going to show for the first time a sneak preview.
This is John Crossan from Outlook TV, and we're at Ballet BC's Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
How about we go back now to Vancouver Pride?
Yes, I was present there, and I had the fortune to be at the Untoxicated party with...
Nathan!
Nathan.
Happy Pride, Vancouver. Today we are at Untoxicated, showcasing some of drag's famous talents all around the world. Let's check out some of the stars.
The event originated, as I understand, as a safe place for those who are in recovery. So have had to make a choice for any reason to not use alcohol or not use drugs, so maybe it became too much in their lives, but still want to celebrate, right? Pride is about celebration and celebrating that individuality. And so this festival has grown over 5 years to the point where we have globally recognized headliners. And the beauty of this event is that everyone can see from the street, so it's not a closed event. So we're really embracing the community back and forth.
Just from an entertainer's perspective, I think that Vancouver really has went above and beyond. The treatment is royal, let me just put it like that. And you know, this crowd just seems to be like so easygoing, and it's so inclusive to the whole community of the Vancouver people. I call the people that love and support me my morgasms, because like an orgasm, everyone's very special. I'm honored and I'm humbled because, you know, the little things you do touch people's lives. So, you know, RuPaul gave us a platform, and we have to use it to the benefit of our community and the betterment of our community. And I think that we have to be positive for the people. We have to make sure that these people know we're there for them no matter what.
Well, Vancouver is a beautiful city. It reminds me of my hometown of Brisbane, Australia, actually. And I've got many memories from here, fond ones and also not so fond ones. I broke my leg at Whistler 7 years ago, and they stitched me back up at the Lions Gate. But Pride is just magical. It's just wandering around, seeing all the rainbow flags and seeing everybody out in the sun. The weather was perfect today, so that was nice.
How do you think drag shapes the fashion and beauty industry?
Well, I don't know whether the Kardashians shaped the drag industry or drag shaped the Kardashians, but I definitely see a lot of similarities with that contouring. I mean, drag queens have been contouring for decades, and the Kardashians have really got that sculpted contour thing, so I think there's definitely some crossover.
How does it feel to have so much support from all around the world?
You know, the funny thing about all around the world part, it's weird because Drag Race isn't shown all around the world. Kids just discover it. I've done shows in like Germany where it's not on television. I'm like, no one's gonna be here. Like, it's not on TV. How do they know? And like, it's this packed club.
I'm Nathan Singh with the beautiful Courtney Act, and we're watching
Outlook TV.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this retrospective episode, but we're gonna have another one, so stay tuned for that.
That's right, and like orphans out in the cold, we're nothing without you, so follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and shoot us an email if you'd like to volunteer.
You could be just like us. Save us. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay. Stay fabulous, Canada.